So I know it's been about 6 months since Akira Toriyama's passed, nearly. At least when this goes out, it'll be around 6 months or so. I wasn't going to make a video about this because, like I said in the Rachel Lillis video I did, I normally don't like to cover people's deaths because, it just seems kind of tacky. I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of seems like just an excuse for extra content, which is why I I think it really depends, of course. I mean, like if you are monetizing the videos and you're making money from it and you're treating it as if it's just a regular video, then I feel like it definitely could just be seen as I could see somebody thinking you're just making it just for extra content, but you know, like the video I did on Rachel Lillis, this video also has a meaning as to why I'm making it, because I normally don't cover when people die, really. I'm not really a news channel. So, I don't really have a reason to, unless the person who died in question impacted me in a significant way. With that being said, if Pokemon was my introduction to anime, Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball Z Kai, or just Dragon Ball Z, was what made me not leave, I guess. Pokemon opened the door into the anime world for me, and Dragon Ball is what made me stay. Dragon Ball Z Kai was I want to say the fifth or sixth anime that I watched. Prior to that, the only anime I saw was Pokemon, Sonic X, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Bakugan, and I think that's about it as far as I can think of off the top of my head. So I guess, around fifth or sixth. Dragon Ball will be around fifth or sixth. But Dragon Ball Z Kai was like around my fifth or sixth anime that I watched. And I didn't realize until Dragon Ball Z Kai, I didn't realize that Pokemon, Sonic X, and all those other shows I mentioned were even animes. I thought they were just normal cartoons. It wasn't until I started getting into Dragon Ball Z Kai and that whole world that I was introduced to what anime as a whole was. And I even mentioned that in my Instagram post. Akira Toriyama is the reason why I am solidly an anime fan. When I saw Dragon Ball Z Kai, I remember the episode. I think it was like during the Cell Saga, I believe, around there, I think. I remember seeing an episode on TV one day, and I remember just being hooked. Like I think they were fighting like second form Cell, and it was like, wow, it was just, it hooked me in. And from there, I continued watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. I would watch the reruns on Nicktoons, and I went back. I went back to the Saiyan Saga. I went back to the Frieza Saga and all of that, and it was so cool, especially the Frieza Saga. I have really fun memories of just being on my couch in the living room, 12 years ago, watching the Frieza Saga and being so excited, on wondering whether, Goku was going to beat Frieza and if he was going to escape the planet on time, and just being, just amazed at how well the fights were also. And then also later realizing that this cartoon, this anime, influenced Super Mario Bros. Z, which was one of my favorite, and still is one of my favorite pieces of media ever to exist. It was like a full circle moment, if that makes sense. It was like, wow, this, the thing that I loved, I mean, this is the inspiration for it, because I would see that in the credits prior. I think I would see stuff like, oh, inspired by Dragon Ball Z, and I didn't know what that was, but I just happened to see it on TV one day, and now I knew what it was. And it's like, oh, this is what you're talking about. This is the thing you are. Yeah, this is what you're talking about. This is it. It's like, it was cool. It made me get into other anime. Like because of that, I later got into Naruto. I got into Attack on Titan, Death Note, and just more, and I can keep going, but a lot of people agree that Dragon Ball Z is basically like the godfather of modern anime, and it changed the anime world as we know it, and it really did, because so many people, including other mangakas, like Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, for example, was really affected by Toriyama's death, and that really goes to show you just how much of a powerhouse the Dragon Ball series is. Even with how I view life, even like it's heavily based on me watching Dragon Ball as a kid, me wanting to push myself to be the best version of me that I can, me working out constantly, me having this almost kind of fearless outlook on life now as an adult that a lot of people I realize don't have. It's because of stuff like this. It's because of seeing Goku, train to be the best he can, seeing, seeing how he makes friends with his enemies, even when his enemies have, literally broken him sometimes. Like, he still will make friends and try to see the good in people. And that's really, really hard to do sometimes, of course, as a lot of us know. So I owe a lot to this series. And the fact that, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. I feel a little better because at least Akira Toriyama, he was 68 when he died, so he was still like he was old when he died, so it's not like, I mean, it's not like Rachel, like she was still kind of young, but like Toriyama was a little older, and from what I understand, I'm pretty sure it was of natural causes, I think, or no way, I think it was for something else. I'll put the reason why in the video, but regardless, death is just, it sucks, it sucks that, but it happens to everybody, so it's like, I think about that one Dr. Seuss quote where it's like, don't be sad because like a person died, smile because it happened, or something like that. I'm thinking about that right now, I still have I have memories of my friend and I, like when we were little, even like we would fight, we would literally fight, we would like fight outside in his yard, and we would like do fake Kamehamehas and like pretend to do Kaiokens and stuff like that, and pretend to be Goku and become Super Saiyan and all that. Like, I think everybody watching this video has either tried, everybody who knows about Dragon Ball at some point has likely tried to either do a Kamehameha or has tried to become Super Saiyan. Come on, I really feel like at least one of y'all watching this have tried it, so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, yeah. R.I.P. to a GOAT. He's honestly, I don't even know if I'd really be as an anime fan if it wasn't for him. And hopefully 2024 doesn't take any more people in these last few months we have left. Hopefully it's done, but you just don't know. Life can be very unpredictable. So yeah, let me know in the comments below how Akira Toriyama has impacted you. What's your favorite Dragon Ball series? Is it Dragon Ball? Is it the original Dragon Ball? Is it Dragon Ball Z? Is it Dragon Ball GT? Is it Super? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know if you let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about Toriyama's passing? Let me know in the comments below. Peace and blessings. Bye.